How you doing, folks? It's Rich Guz with Hard Knock News. I hope everyone's having a great weekend. Um, Guys, at this point, I am very convinced that President Trump is indeed one very patriotic, caring American president. I mean, this man, if you just sit back and take a look at the whole picture with President Trump, um, I believe from the very get-go, Trump knew how evil certain players were, and he knew about all the things bad that were going on inside DC. And I think that there are many more with President Trump than you maybe have led on to believe. Um, I really believe that we're about to witness an incredible time in U.S. history, and we are all living in that moment. I do believe that this uranium one is very, very key and basically exposing a whole bunch of dirty politicians that lay beneath us and are still out in D.C. doing their thing. A lot of people have sold their souls to a very few elite people and have really allowed the whole meaning of what this country is supposed to stand for to basically be tossed aside, and selfish feelings from these people just kind of like sucked them in, and it was a me type attitude that you see so many people falling prey to. Um, but if you're paying attention, there's been 4chan posts. There's been a guy going by a Q Clarence or Q Anon, who's been basically saying some very powerful things about things in riddles and things in questions that really get you to think about the actual truth about everything that we see that has happened. Kind of explains things in some of his questions and answers. And um, Tracy Beans, she does an awesome job at providing information and research that you know to be true. And she's an awesome woman, man. And Tracy Beans, I doubt she ever followed my channel, but I gotta say that props to that young lady, man, for being so passionate, and the passion that runs forth to being an American, and that young woman just really makes me proud to be an older patriotic American to come out here and speak up. But I believe, like with everything we saw when we were watching our very patriotic man named Lavoy Finicum, when we saw Lavoy get shot and killed with his hands up in the air, laying in that snow, and the fight that ensued between so many people that wanted to call it fake and call him there was so many different things going on. And I think it all becomes a lot clearer, guys, who the ones who've been following my channel. I mean, I came out here in full support for the Bundys and Lavoy Finicum and the Hammonds, and as an American, to take a closer look at what was going on there with our federal government, and then everything that popped when Doom came out. Professor Doom, if you guys remember him, man, Professor Doom came out with the files, with the documentation all about Uranium One. And from that point on, guys, a lot of crap we went through, man. And a lot of us here, we stayed and we're persevering. And the truth is getting out, guys. You're doing an awesome job. So many of you out there, I'm so proud of, man. We're witnessing history right now, guys. And I really got to tell you that President Trump is probably the most patriotic American president you've ever. I mean, you're living. When you look back on this in history, it's going to be amazing what President Trump actually, if he can get away with this, will save this country. We'll be going through some tough times, and if the rumors are true about Hillary Clinton facing arrest, I believe if that woman's picked up, I mean, you're going to see some nutty things happen, man. But I believe these people in power have a plan for what's going on, and I'm just glad that we have some highly patriotic people serving still, and a lot of good hearts are out there, and I think we have a chance for our children, guys. So I just wanted to come out here this weekend and start thinking positive, guys. There's so many negative things that we could focus on that they try to shove in our face on a daily basis. But if you ignore the fake news and and continue to enjoy times out with your family, and you know, try to live that American dream. You know, I know it's a lot. There's a lot going on right now, but don't ever forget what you have to instill in your family and your friends. You gotta carry our patriotic meanings onward, and you know, and just spread the American feeling to everybody, man. When people come to this country from other lands who want to be American, they are probably some of the most patriotic Americans you could ever have. So I believe in immigration. I believe in legal immigration, and I believe what Donald Trump is doing is a damn good thing. And we're seeing MS-13 be such a MS-13 is the hitman for these dirty crooks like Clinton, Podesta, you know, John McCain. They use MS-13 to snuff out the people that could rat on them, man. And we saw it with Seth Rich. At least I thought so. Those two MS-13 guys that were picked up in North Carolina surely fit what I thought could be the hitmen for Seth Rich. But anyways, at that, just think about the positive things that are happening, and check out the channels such as Tracy Beans. Another one I've started watching was Roy Potter QA. He's a lieutenant colonel, retired lieutenant colonel from the U.S. Army, who brings an awful lot of knowledge to a lot of people looking for truth and a way forward to all this. You know, Monograph has done an awesome job too, and working out here and behind the scenes, I believe, at trying to expose a lot of these corrupt, dirty politicians, and show everyone the truth, man. There's a lot of good channels out there, and we've all been through a lot out here, but you know, I'm very proud of everyone that I've been surrounded by with the time that I've had to watch YouTube creators and stuff like that. There are some awesome guys out here doing some awesome things, and there's so many more to go on. Mrs. B. Stacy, man, you're an awesome person who does awesome things, and God is definitely on your side, man. We love you, man. Valley Forge Network, Off Grid Nation. Tommy does some awesome things, man. I wish I could, you know, go out and be able to do things like that. I give these people a lot of credit for doing what they do and spreading the patriotic American message. And to all of you, man, I hope you have an awesome Thanksgiving, and I hope your Christmas holiday is filled with nothing but great times and a lot of cheers and a lot of good things to look forward to in this country. You know, stand at the ready, guys. You know, when your time is called, you'll know it, man. But I believe President Trump has a plan, and I believe he has the resources to help bring back this country and to allow people a real dream looking forward to in the future in this country. We have that dream, and that dream can still be alive, guys. Don't let these criminals squash out your dreams, man. Your dreams are still there, man. All right? So I love y'all, man. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.